Hello, my dear students. This is FaiZ. Welcome you all to Study from Home. Let's start with our subject Social Science History portion with chapter number 1 What, Where, How, and When, part 6. Today we are going to talk about finding out about the past. As we already have talked about manuscripts, in this video we are going to talk about inscriptions. Inscriptions are writing on relatively hard surfaces such as stone or metal. Sometimes kings got their orders inscribed so that people could see, read, and obey them. There are other kinds of inscriptions as well, where men and women, including kings and queens, record what they did. For example, kings often kept records of their victories in battle. Here, my dear students, a question may have arisen, or you want to know actually what is inscription. Yes, it is writing on hard surfaces, but what is the exact form of inscription? So to understand that, here one box you can see in which the example of inscription is given. Another example that I want to give is this Brahmi script, where you can see something is written in Brahmi language on hard substances such as stone. You might can see. Now, another example that I want to give of nowadays, from which you can easily understand that actually what is the inscription. Have you seen inscriptions nowadays? Probably your answer is no. But I give you challenge that each one of you have seen an inscription. Let's try. Have you seen the nameplates on so many houses that are or were written on a marble plate? Have you seen such writings? Thus, or whether those writings or those written format is in color form or with hand? No, it is written with a machine, or the writings which you can see on such nameplate is clearly an example of inscription. Another example, you may have went to the market where you have seen some of the shops were selling utensils. On that particular shop, you also have seen that those sailors, after selling their utensils, writing something on that particular utensils with a machine. Then what is it? Yes, it is also a part of inscription, that writing on hard substances such as stone or metal. Now you can clearly say whenever you will be asked about inscription. Now let me start with, can you think of the advantages of writing on a hard surfaces? Definitely. Unlike manuscripts that it is perishable, means it can get damaged easily, but writing on hard surfaces cannot eaten by insects, and very few chances have that it can damage by natural calamities. In short, it can be preserved for a longer period of time, so the reason why kings and queens inscribe their orders on such hard substances and utensils to follow rules and regulations by their people. Now, another question: what could have been the difficulties? Probably the difficulties only be like how to write on such hard substances. Here also we can take an example, like so many times you are writing something with a stick or anything on a mud area or on the dust. But have you tried to write something on tiles as easy as you have write on mud or on a dust? Probably your answer is no. So this may be or surely difficulties that have been faced when an inscriptions could be right. Now let's start with another. There were many other things that were made and used in the past. Those who study these objects are called archaeologists. यानी पास में ऐसी भी काफ़ी चीज़ें थी जिसको लोग यूज़ करते थे और उसके बारे में खोजना और पता लगाने का काम आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट करते थे. They study the remains of buildings made of stone and brick. स्टोन से बनी हुई या फिर ब्रिक से बनी हुई जो बिल्डिंग है उसके बारे में खोज करते थे. पेंटिंग्स एंड स्कल्पचर्स. दे ऑल्सो एक्सप्लोर एंड एक्सकेवेट. वो चीज़ों के बारे में पता लगाने के पीछे हमेशा लगे रहते थे. Excavate, dig under the surface of the earth. As I already have told that archaeologists are and were the persons who dig under the surfaces of the earth and find out about the things which were used in the past. Those are made in the form of tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. Some of these objects may be made of stone, others of bone, back, clay or metal. Objects that are made of hard, imperishable substances usually survive for a long time. Imperishable means के जिसकी एज या फिर जिसकी एबिलिटी ड्यूरेबिलिटी और एबिलिटी काफ़ी लॉन्ग होती है, जो जल्दी से ख़त्म होता नहीं है. सच थिंग्स इज नोन एज imperishable. Now, few pictures here are given. On left, a pot from an old city. These were used about 4,700 years ago. Right side you can see old silver coins. Such coins were used approximately or about 2500 years ago. Now the question that they have been asked, we have been asked, in what ways is the coin different from the ones we use today? Simple, that nowadays the coins that we are using are proper in form. The whatever the things has have written on that particular coin we can see easily, but look at this picture, you can see it is in uneven shape, where something is punched or some part is left. Now, archaeologists also look for bones of animals, birds, and fish to find out what people ate in the past. Plant remains survive far more rarely. यानी जो छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स होते हैं उनका बच पाना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल होता था, यानी उनके जो रिमेन्स है वो बहुत कम मात्रा में आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट को मिलते थे या फिर मिलते हैं. इफ़ सीड्स ऑफ ग्रेन और पीसेस ऑफ वुड हैव बीन बर्न्ड, अगर जो चीज़ ग्रो की गई है फार्म में या फिर कहीं पे वुड को अगर जलाया हुआ है तो शायद कहीं कहीं पे वो जली हुई हालत में आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट को मिल जाता था. Here the question has been asked, do you think cloth is found frequently by archaeologists? This question answer I will give you in later part of our histories study. In next chapters it will come. Now move to the next paragraph. Historians, that is scholars who study the past, often use the word source to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. Means manuscripts में से, inscriptions में क्या लिखा हुआ है, कौन सी चीज़ बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, उसे एज अ सोर्स की तरह वो पकड़े रखते थे. एंड आर्कियोलॉजी मीन्स वॉट एवर द थिंग्स दैट archaeologists have collected by exploring and excavating or dig under the surfaces of the earth. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure. Definitely. इसके लिए एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको देना चाहूँगा. All of you may have seen the CID, the detectives show, where you may have seen कि उन लोगों को एक बारीक सुराख मिलता था या फिर सुराग मिलता था, सुराग मिलता था. इस सुराग से वो जो क्रिमिनल होते उन क्रिमिनल्स को वो पकड़ लेते थे. Similarly, historians and archaeologists are like detectives. Why? Because whatever the tiny or little things that they have got as sources, they have or they research on such sources. After the study of such things, they made their decision or made conclusions regarding that maybe or may not be. These things were in the past, and such things were eaten by such people, war by such people, etc. etc. And search sources like clues to find out about the past, as we already have talked about. Now here you can see sources or evidence are types of artifacts from which historians and archaeologists find out about the past, where you can see organic remains. Those are living organisms, plants, animals, and people. Inorganic remains means those are non-living things like tools, pottery, etc. Pictures of those you can see here. Generally, organic artifacts are best preserved in dry, hot areas. Example given: deserts, extremely cold regions. For example, Arctic and waterlogged conditions where plenty of waters could be found. Example given: bogs and seafloor. In short, to find out about remain organics or organic remains, archaeologists and historians would prefer the places of such conditions where they can easily got or get organic artifacts. That's all for today. Inshallah, in next video we are going to talk about one past or many past. Thank you and have a nice day. Be safe and take care of yourself.